welcome back. Last live stream I got called out for a fire for the volunteer fire department, so we didn't get to do that. I am beat today. I did some milling with my friend Dave today at his place, and sawmilling is a whole different type of work than firewood is, and we pushed pretty hard with the little mill today, so it was quite a day for sure. Let's see who we've got in here though. Oh, we got Neighborly Homestead, Sherry Miller. Got American Country, Ed, Mike, Lake Ontario Firewood. Sherry Miller says I got 3 inches of rain in 4 hours. Brianna Gorman, how you doing? Don't apologize for having to meet with family. Family is awesome. Josh and Janice Leach. Clarence Dobson. I'm just working my way. Brandon Hode's in here. Ted Miller. I'm trying to get there. And got Jim, Iffy Kid. How you doing, buddy? I'm trying to get caught up. You guys, we're going. Scott McCoyne. You see that? I always say McCain because it looks like McCain on mine, but it's actually Scott McCoyne. So, hey, Scott, how you doing, buddy? Jason, Yadkin Valley Outdoors. Robert Daigle. Robert's got a pile of wood at his house. Got Scott and Ann, Wise Choice Firewood. Brianna, good evening. Matt, Firewood in the Field. Michigan Man Firewood, how you doing, buddy? Rob outside in the 515. Got Kevin Violet, Jacqueline Dower. Man, you guys are way ahead of me in the chat. I'm trying to get there. Brian, Shotlift Family Firewood. Craig's Cord to Coles. Speedy, how you doing? So Speedy, the fire call up here, we're so dry right now. We need rain in a very, very bad way. Somebody was actually burning cardboard in an actual fire pit. It was totally contained, 100% safe, but somebody saw it from the road and panicked, so we got a call. So not a big deal, but just enough to get us out and get everything dug out and cause a little bit of a to-do. Oh, we got a super chat, American Country. Thank you very much for that, brother. I appreciate you. That's very awesome. So tried out some new tools today. Brandon Fisher, he's all the way out in Alaska. I'm telling you, we got everybody from all over the place, Outside in the 804, got Charles and Carly. Hey, how you doing, guys? Good to see you. Dan's House of Smoke and Outdoors. Big Tom's Firewood. How you doing, buddy? See, you're still pounding those deliveries out. I think you might sell more firewood than I do. I know you do. Oh, Matt's still working 60 to 70 hours a week. No time for firewood. That's too bad. Michigan Man Firewood got behind on his firewood for next year. Picked up a temp job that he couldn't pass up. Scott McCoyne says it's been raining for 3 days straight in Middle Tennessee. Glad I've got a shed to split and stack under. Yeah. We've got some rain coming tomorrow. We need it bad. Roger Austin, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Roger's right down in Levant. He's by me. David Parker. 902 Hand. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Ted, I am fired up for Bunyan too. I'm excited. Bunyan is going to be a lot of fun. I am excited for Bunyan, that's for sure. We need the rain, Josh and Janice. Josh and Janice say 1 to 2 inches of rain. We need it bad. I will take it all. So take what we can get. Tonight's episode, we have Carlson Orchards Oak Hill Blend Cider. That's very, it's a semi-sweet cider. Pretty good stuff. But tasty after a long day, that's for sure. Say hi to Gramp and Kevin. Buy some coffee with this for Gramp. Well, there you go. Well, I think, Robert, thank you for that super chat. I think we got a load of logs delivered today. I'll go check it in the morning and find out for sure, but I think we got a load of logs delivered. So if we did, we're going to be able to try out our new log ox and get some more done with that. And we're also going to be able to get some more time in for cutting with Gramp. We haven't cut with Gramp for a while. He's been ahead of us, so we're going to have some time for that. Mike from Lake Ontario, Firewood wants to know where everybody is getting together that's coming to Bunyan Thursday. So Thursday, we probably will not get there until very, very early Friday morning. My wife is getting inaugurated as chapter president for her BNI group. So we are going to stay behind on Thursday and do her inauguration. And then after that, we will head for Bunyan. So we probably won't get there until 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. We'll catch a quick nap and then head to the show. So, Uncle V, it's dry. You're right. It is very, very dry. Scott McCain, is K-Train excited about saw shopping? I think he is. I think Kevin's excited to be looking around. He's not looking to get a crazy saw. He's looking to get something he can learn with. And that's smart. Kevin's a smart dude, that's for sure. Yeah, I'll send you some if we can, 902. 902 says some rain his way. Russ, can you expand on our little chat the other day? Not quite yet. Not quite yet. We have some exciting news coming. I was hoping that it was going to be ready by now. It is not. But we have some exciting news coming, and as soon as it's there and as soon as it's ready, we will let everyone know for sure. It's one of those deals. Some things happen slower than others, and this one is dragging out. Even for me, it's dragging out. Ted says he thinks Log Ox needs to add a Gramp stick to the forestry pack. I think so too. I think that would be awesome. I think that would be a fantastic, fantastic thing. Carly got her new all-wood birch splitter yesterday. Well, there you go. Have you guys put any wood through it yet outside in the 804? Man, you guys are smoking through this chat. Oh, the carb tool. Okay. So when you have limiter caps on your carburetors, you can go online to Amazon and they have a carburetor limiter cap removal tool. If you YouTube it or Google it, it will also show you that you can use a drywall screw to pop the caps out, but sometimes when you pop the caps out with a screw like that, you can actually damage the carburetor. But they do sell a removal tool to take the caps off, and it works pretty well. You just gotta get the right tool. I will look and see which one fits. The dealers can't sell them because of EPA regulations. So the limiter caps are set on the carburetors to keep the saws within EPA regulations and make them run cleaner. When you play with the carburetor, the saw does not run as clean according to them. So that's why they set those limiter caps on there. But I will look and see if I can find my limiter tool, removal tool, and show everyone on the next live. Got behind again here. Brandon wants to know if I gotten a chance to use the Log Ox stuff. We did. We used the Log Ox cant hook hard today on the sawmill, turning some really, really big pine. I wanted to see if it was going to bend. I wanted to see if it was going to break, and I wanted to see if it would do it. We couldn't get it to bend. We didn't break it, and it did everything that we asked it to. It had myself and my buddy Dave both hanging and pulling off of it on probably a 1,200-pound pine log to turn it on the mill. No problem whatsoever. Worked really, really, really well. I have not tried the log hauler to pick up the rounds yet, but it's it's just one of those things. There's only so much time in the day. I have been extremely, extremely busy and trying to get caught up, trying to stay caught up. Today was a sawmill day. Tomorrow we've got a bunch of rain coming. I've got a bunch of errands and paperwork and things to do that I need to get in order before we head off to go to Bunyan. So we'll get all of that stuff taken care of and sorted out. Let me turn another light on. Looks kind of dark in here. That's better, I think. Maybe my phone's dirty. Let me try cleaning the lens off. Hold on. I don't know. Close enough. You get what you get. So Tim likes his log ox for turning logs, but for picking rounds, he thinks it's too heavy. I haven't tried the log hauler yet, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. James Lacey, how you doing, buddy? Good evening. Good to see you. So we'll give everybody an update and let everybody know how we make out with it. But so far, so good. The log ox has been really, really nice. It goes together quick and easy. The carry case is nice. I probably would have broke the wooden handle on my old cant hook if we tried turning that big pine log on the mill today. But this one with a steel handle, no issue whatsoever. The log hauler would have been a real handy thing, Scott, when I tweaked my back for sure. That's true, Brandon. That's true. So I took some ibuprofen before we started the live tonight, and it's just my legs. I'm telling you, all the pushing and pulling and tugging on the sawmill, it's different movements than what I'm used to at Firewood, and holy smokes, it was rough. Carhartt stuff, I will have an answer before Sunday, Yadkin. Working on that, trying to get us a code that we can use, and you won't have to do a big group order together. You can order yourself and still get the same awesome prices. So should have that sorted out by Sunday, and we'll get that to everybody if we get that finished in time. I'm busy, guys. I'm working. I'm trying as hard as I can to get everything sorted and get everything for everybody. It's just been amazing how fast we got so busy. I know, Roger, when I get old, it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. Brandon, yes, I just put a sawmill video together. I think it was like 27 or 28 minutes. We sawed a bunch of pine. We maxed out the mill lengthwise with a couple of logs and sawed some 20-foot, 6-inch pine. And that worked out really, really well. Dave loaded with his excavator, so we were able to control the logs. Dave's a really nice, smooth operator, so makes it really nice having a good operator. And we're gonna do all of the sawing for his addition on his shop. So maybe when he starts that addition, we'll go up and see just what that lumber gets turned into. He's putting a 15 by 30 addition onto his shop for an office and a parts room. I like my picaroon too, Neighborly Homestead. I use my PV picaroon quite a bit, and we do that. And I've used tongs before. I've used pulp hooks. I like just using my hands. I know it's not as easy on my body, but sometimes to keep up with Gramp, I just got to do what I got to do. So I guess I'm guilty. I don't like the Fiskars, Rob. If you're looking for a picaroon or hookaroon, look at the PV manufacturing hookaroons and picaroons. That's what we use. They're very light ash handles, council tool heads. They work really, really well. I think the Forester pack for the log ox is like $400 if I remember right. It's not a cheap tool. It's a made in America, veteran owned and operated company, but it is not a cheap tool. It's rugged, and I have not seen any flaws with it as of yet for what we've used it for. So I'll keep everybody posted as we go, but it is not an inexpensive tool. It is a tool that you're going to pay for. Robert says if we get time, we need to go to his house and do a video to see an antique first portable sawmill, the Ross band sawmill that he has. So we will have to go down and take a trip to Robert's for that. Larry Terrell, how you doing, buddy? Figured that I have to order from China. No, it comes from the U.S. Same thing with PV Manufacturing. PV Manufacturing is just a very short way down the road from us in Eddington, Maine. Symington Seasonal Services. I don't know if I said hello to you or not, but I see you in here. Good evening. Good to see you. Yeah, good tools will cost you a good amount, David Parker, but they're made to last. And I can definitely tell that the Log Ox is made to last. It's a tool that definitely has potential. I like that it's easily able to be torn down, packed into a bag, and brought with you. I do like that part, but I think Ted's right. They're missing a Gramp stick in every one of those Forester packs. Gramp stick's an essential key. So I've got 8 rolls of candle wick that came in today because we've got lots of fire starters to make. So we'll be working on those before we head to Bunyan so that we can bring some with us. And we'll see what we can get made ahead. I'm not sure. I've got a bunch of orders that need to go out. And I'm not sure what I've got for wax, but we'll see. We'll do what we can. Any luck on decal delivery Bracken? That's not for me. Bracken and his son, they've got one of the coolest firewood setups that I've seen. They've got a big roller conveyor that they use the IBC totes on. If you haven't checked out Frontier Firewood, go over and check out their setup. When I saw it, it kind of just, I grinned. That was a really ingenious way of setting things up. So it's definitely pretty cool. Yeah, Yadkin's got lots of wax. He's got he's got lots of wax. Yes, Uncle V, I have made a few videos a while back on how I make my fire starters and what I do. So there's definitely videos out there, and there's some testing and trial videos too. A fire starter is a fire starter, guys. There's no such thing as a fire starter that's better or that's any better than anybody else's. They're made to start a fire. They need to burn for long enough to catch your fuel source. If your fuel source won't catch, one of two things. Either you have a bad fire starter that's not staying lit, or you have fuel that's too wet to burn. That's it. We're a cost-effective solution to fire starters. I do not claim to be the best. I do not want to be the best, but we are a efficient. I actually have some right here. They are little wax blocks with a piece of candle wick. They are 100% waterproof, food safe, barbecue grills, pellet stoves, smokers, wood stoves, fire pits, indoor, outdoor, does not matter. And we ship them all over the country with bags and everything else to sell to people that are looking to wholesale for their firewood business so they don't have to make them. So it's just something that we do. Yeah, Mike said he doesn't use any kindling when he uses my fire starters. My wife uses them a lot. She uses quite a few of them. Richard used one tonight. We actually have our very first fire in the wood stove. So we've got one going out there right now. Just a small 3 or 4 piece just to take the chill out of the house. The dog was enjoying it. Mac was laid down in front of it. They love the fire. Whenever you light the fire, the dogs always congregate around. So Roger says they work great on starting his barbecue grill too. So there you go. It's almost like those guys have used them. So we started doing Facebook a couple of months ago, doing reels and things like that. It's taken off. We are monetized, I guess. I haven't seen a payment yet, but we're monetized. And I've found that Facebook is not as friendly as YouTube is. We get a lot of comments from people that either A, don't really watch the video, B, don't read the comments, or C, don't care. And it could be an ABC combo. So, yeah. Newest Gramp stick. Hold on. Sit tight entertain yourselves for a second. I'll go grab them because Derek made us a great big batch for Hope. So hold on. Hold tight. I'm back, I'm coming. Here we go. All right. You missed me, didn't you? All right, so we have the, I don't know if you guys can see this. I gotta flip it over. The Gramp stick with the Willey's Firewood logo and a little bit every day goes a long way, but on it, it has the cancer ribbon because it's October and because Graham had cancer and this is what Gramp uses. So we have a whole bunch of the pink sticks for Gramp. And this is probably going to be the only Gramp stick that we're going to carry right here because it's a Gramp stick. It's what Gramp uses. So that'll probably be it. Joseph, how you doing, buddy? Joe the grower. Northeast Firewooders, all are welcome. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, well, it wasn't cold. It's raw. We're going to get rain, and I don't know. My wife wanted a fire, so if she wants a fire, we get a fire. That's all there is to it. Yeah, Tom does need one of these to go with his splitter. That would be a perfect fit for Tom's splitter for sure. Yeah, I used to be on Facebook just for Marketplace, and I still spend some time on Marketplace too. But I started making reels, and I started posting them, and it took off, and it come to be that people like to watch the reels. They also like to comment, and they also like to poke fun, pick at, and let us know what we do wrong. All things we can learn from. So it's perfectly okay. Have a good night, Matt. Appreciate you stopping by, buddy. And we absolutely, you know, I know what I'm doing, and I don't necessarily do things the same as everybody else. I like to be different. I run different equipment. I like to be different. It's just, that's me. I don't want to be the same as everybody else unless what everybody else is doing is just head and shoulders better. So it is what it is. Jeremiah, outdoors in the 608. See you, buddy. Good to see you. We're just sitting here moaning and groaning because our legs hurt real bad from sawmilling all day. Logger Jason, I got my chains today, brother. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate that. Does anybody know who CF Wood is? They sent me a friend request on Facebook. CF Wood is the guy that owns Bluegrass Flames, the fire starter company. So that's who CF Wood is. Yeah, David Parker, Sawmill is a good change of pace. It definitely feels different on the body, that's for sure. Trapper, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. So the big contract for firewood, Brad, we did not get. They are going to be doing kiln-dried firewood for the contract for this year. We can rebid it again next spring for green wood that can wait to be seasoned. And then we'll put it out to bid. So we did not get the contract for this year. Three Green Acres, how you doing, buddy? Roger, you can only be so lucky. Only be so lucky. I'll tell you right now, Joe from Joe's Premium Firewood has found my Facebook posts, And he actually has been sticking up for me a little bit. I think Joe might have a little bit of a Facebook crush on me. I'm not sure, but as long as he's being good, we'll leave him be. Waiting on the last truck of the day to pull in. Well, that's a long day, Jason. Long day. So it's been a long day for me too. I was wiped. As soon as I'm done with this live, I am going to bed. I'm done. Joe is a good guy, but Joe brings some of it upon himself. And I think he does it on purpose to try to get the views and stuff. He seems like a nice enough guy. Seems fairly harmless. It is what it is. Have a good one, Bracken. Appreciate you stopping by, buddy. But yeah, it's I've not had a lot of time to watch YouTube or a lot of time to do much stuff in between. We've been very, very, very busy. And it's just, there's so many things going on right now and just not enough hours in the day. We're still moving from this house to the new house. New wood yard has been situated and kind of organized a little bit. The firewood processor is renting steady right now. And it's just one of those deals where I wish there was more of me, but at the same time, I don't think the world needs it. So it's just, I don't know. It's one of those things. It's one of those things. I will find a way to make it work. I'm trying to scale things as we grow so that one thing will fade back a little bit and whatever else. But yeah, Yad can set it right there. He can't even make videos, let alone watch them. So it's it's special. The new buyer could take the laser. I could include it in the price of the home if they wanted. And then it would be one less thing that I wouldn't have to move. I did have a couple of people inquire about it, and typical Facebook Marketplace, they never showed up. So Logger Jason got me something. Cue the music that doesn't exist for right now, and I'm going to go get the box from Logger Jason. Whoa. There we go. Hold on. Be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. So I was pricing out 404 loops for the Cord King Firewood processor and told Jason what I needed. He did some shopping around and I got some Forester's chains for the processor right here for about a third of the price of what I would have paid for Oregon. I don't know how they're going to hold up yet, but first inspection in the box, it looks like a 404 chain. I'm okay with it. We're going to run them. We're going to see how they hold up, and we'll go. It's not the same as the guys from ForesterShop.com, so different than ForesterShop.com, says Logger Jason. But for a third of the money, we're going to give them a try, considering that most of these guys that are using it are renting it, so they're going to abuse it a little harder anyway. And at $60 or $80 a chain for Oregon, we'll do 24, 25. So Robert's playing music. Thank you, Robert. Appreciate that. Scott McCoy said he had hickory sitting in the Jeep and it made the Jeep smell good. I had some cedar in my truck the other day and same thing. Made it smell really, really nice. Brandon Hode and Robert playing Jeopardy. Russ, could you bring me a 3X t-shirt to Paul Bunyan? Yes, I believe I can. I'm not sure what I will have back for shirts. I got a bunch of the old OG Willey's Firewood shirts. I got a purple one. Price on the laser is $1,000 with the table, the laser, and whatever else I have to go with it. So it's a X-Tool D1 Pro with extended table and work area. Has a vacuum pump, has a light and a stand with drawers, the whole 9 yards. It does work because I made this wonderful picture of my wife and I with it. So I wanted to see if it would work. And you take a photo, you put it in, and ta-da. Look at that. A little better looking in black and white than I am in color, aren't I? So I do have a purple one. If Ed likes purple, I do have a purple one. Actually, let me get it. I'll show you. Oh. I do have a 3X purple because I had somebody that wanted it and they never took it. 3X purple right there. Oh, playing Jeopardy music again. I can't sit still tonight, guys. I'm afraid if I sit still too long, I'm not going to be able to get back up. The legs are sore. I pushed harder than I wanted to today, and I pushed more on the saw. I should have changed the blade on the sawmill at lunchtime. But it was still cutting, so I was like, I'm just going to go. And we're just going to keep running it. We cut all the lumber today on one blade, and I had cut half a day on that blade one time before already. So, yeah, Ken said he'd wear it. That's because Jason knows what's up. Yeah, I don't know what'll set in if I don't move, Roger, but I know that my legs right now, they're telling me you are not 20 years old anymore. It's different muscles. It is. I can do firewood all day. Does not bother me at all. Girls want to be the first ones on the sticker board at the new house. We can do that. I have a new blade to put up because I have a whole bunch of stuff that we got to put on the other blade and things like that. So we can probably do that. What are you bringing back with you next weekend? So I think right now I have some wedges coming back, and I may have something else if it doesn't sell at the show. So that's all I can say. But we'll see. Oh, to be 40 again. Oh, to be 40 again. I'll send you a decal when you start the new blade. Perfect. I've got enough to fill the new blade already. I think we're going to have a third one. I'm telling you, the whole YouTube community, guys, is just really awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I appreciate all that you do, all your contributions, all your help. It's a great big group of friends, and it's so fun to see how everything goes. A new trailer is a very good guess, Josh. It's a very, very good guess. But it all depends on if it sells at the show. JNS Firewood, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. How's the weather down there in Tennessee? Yes, so Eastern Loggers, Easton Made has donated an Ultra that is going to be raffled off. You have to be present and there by Sunday afternoon to pick up the splitter if you win it in the raffle. So they will be raffling off another Easton Made Ultra. I'm going to have some axes from PV Manufacturing to raffle off, and we're going to raffle those off for Gramp's Woodshed. All the tickets and all the proceeds are going to go to Gramp's Woodshed, and we're going to have some really nice axes from PV to raffle off. So if you want tickets, come find me at Bunyan. Wherever I am, I will have the axes and the tickets with me, and we will raffle them off on Sunday morning. Sunday morning, we will raffle those off. If you are not there to pick them up, I will see about possibly shipping them. One of them is quite large. I won't ship the big one. So you want to be there Sunday morning to get your axe if you buy tickets. Jason says he'll be bringing a pile of softwood plastic wedges for sale, $3 each or 2 for $5. Well, that's a pretty good deal. Josh and Janice have been cranking along with the stickers and all of that stuff. Yadkin says he's got to win the axe. There you go. And Brandon says guitars, saws, and splitters, never enough. Have to leave Sunday a.m., work at 4. If you win, Mike, I'll throw it out on the highway on the way by. Just catch it. Do I get to keep TKP's axe when I beat him in the challenge? I don't know. It's a friendly challenge, guys. I don't like to lose. I'm going to try my best. Accuracy, we're doing accuracy and speed. Speed, I'm not worried about one bit. Accuracy, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It could be, Robert. I'm waiting on confirmation, but it could be. So, but I don't know if I get to keep the axe or any of that stuff, but we'll see. It's just going to be a fun time. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be really cool to see everybody, really cool to hang out. I want to take a walk around. I heard there's some new equipment from some manufacturers that's going to be debuted out there. I want to take a look at that. I hear that Split Force has something new that they're releasing. I hear Split Fire has something that they're releasing. It's going to be really cool to just walk around the show, see everybody, and see what's new. I love everything to do with Firewood and Firewood equipment. So these shows, for me, it's really cool to be able to walk around, check everything out in one place. I may have to go early before the show opens to be able to do it, but we're going to do the best that we can. The contest is 1 p.m. Saturday afternoon at the Typhoon USA tent. It's down in the pit, down in the middle. And we will have the contest down there at 1 p.m. Once that's over, then we'll go back about our day. Should take 20, 25 minutes. So we'll see. May the best man win. I don't like losing, but I'm okay with losing to Alan. He's split a lot of wood by hand, so if I'm going to lose to anybody, I'd rather lose to him. So we'll see how it goes. But again, I don't like losing. I just don't. Gramps Woodshed. Right now, it's looking like probably with the schedule and what we've got going on, it's going to be sometime in November. We'll see. October is getting really, really booked up with some other stuff that I have going on that I was kind of hoping was going to be wrapped up before now. As soon as we have a date, I will let everybody know. We've got lots of donated wood coming in. I've got more to pick up. I've got more to go get. It's just the free wood's coming out of nowhere now, so it should be a good time. There'll be a live Saturday night with Matt from Boys in the Woods for the God, Guns, and Sawdust podcast. So they will be doing that Saturday night. And I'm not sure what else we've got going on as far as the podcast goes. These shows get so busy now with all of the equipment, everything else that's going around. It's just, I don't know. I don't know how we get it all done now, but we always find a way to make it do. So Dan will be doing his live Friday night like he always does. We've actually got an Airbnb away from town a little bit because I've got Kevin, the wife, and Richard with us. So we wanted somewhere that was going to be a little bit quieter with the family and stuff. So I'll probably poke down with Kevin and go down and we'll hang out for the live a little bit and then take off after that. But the Bunyan weekend is not long enough, and where we're getting in early Friday morning, it's definitely going to feel short, but we're going to try to cram as much in as we can. All right. Somebody's talking about Dan's live on there and meeting Matt, and I got lost a little in the chat, but I'll be okay. Are any of you guys going to Bunyan and bringing something home? You guys are all picking at me. What are you guys bringing home from Bunyan? Who's bringing home a new toy or a new tool? Pretty sure it was Alan that told me you guys were doing a quart a piece and you guys are going to do it in 20 to 25 minutes. That's impressive. A full cord in 20 to 25 minutes splitting by hand would be okay if you were splitting processor grade poles like what I get, but to do it with tree service wood, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. Michigan man's still saving to get them in all wood. It's a great thing to save for. I got to tell you, the more I run my all wood, the more I get impressed with it. It's really, really, really a nice machine. I have a good time running that machine. It's always been reliable, so there you go. Logger Jason's bringing home a winch for the tractor at scouting camp. What kind of winch you getting, Jason, or can you not tell us? Tractor winches are probably one of the handiest things to have. I used to use mine for a whole lot more than just pulling logs, that's for sure. I got to get a new, I'm going to probably grab a Typhoon winch for the tractor. Whatever is cheap Sunday is what Yadkin's bringing home. So Yadkin's waiting for the deal. There you go. That's a man that thinks like I do right there. Wait until Sunday and then see how bad they really don't want to drag it home. Wise Choice is hoping to win that Ultra. A Neighborly Homestead would love to upgrade his winch to a Typhoon. The Typhoon winches are really, really, really smooth. They do a really nice job. And with the brake drum, you can drop the load, underload at any point in time. So really, really, really nice. 2228 is a great splitter, Roger. It is. Easton Made builds a nice machine. There's not a bad commercial splitter out there right now. Aha, Tom's Firewood's got something in the works. He's got 4 eyeballs looking. Black Willey's Firewood shirt for Ed. There you go. So it's, Bunyan's always a good time. And I've went one time before this year, and I said after we went the first time, if I'm going to go to one show a year, I'll go to this one. Hopefully the weather is good next weekend. That's always one thing that you can't control is the weather. So we'll see how that works out and how that plays out. But I think from looking at the long range forecast, we're going to have decent weather. Hopefully. If it rains, it's because Dan's there. Getting excited for firewood season around here. Listen to you guys talk about it. Tired of moving dirt. I figured firewood season would have started for you already up there, Brandon. Up in Alaska, you guys must be getting cold by now. Sherry said she checked the forecast also. So again, if it rains, we're blaming it on Dan from Back 40. Everywhere he goes, it rains. Or at least that's what I'm told. We'll blame it on him. Have to plan my trip next year for Bunyan. Oh, there you go. That would be a good trip, Uncle V, for sure. Logger Jason's leaving noon on Wednesday. We're leaving late Thursday because my wife's getting inducted as president of her BNI group. So we're going to be there for that induction ceremony. Then as soon as it's done, we're turning and burning. We're heading. Brandon's got another 30 foundations to put in the ground before frost sets in. What's everybody moving to Alaska, Brandon? I didn't think there was that many people in that area. Sounds like you guys are booming. Oh, Mike and Logger Jason, they're up to something. Yadkin's going to do what I used to do with my dry wood. He's going to wait until everybody else runs out, and then he's going to put his for sale. I used to do that. I used to not list any dry wood at all until Christmas time. Once Christmas was over, I'd put my dry wood out. I'd put it out at a premium, and I would sell out before Valentine's Day every year. I don't have that dry wood anymore because I don't have room and or time to put the wood up like I used to, but it is what it is. So BNI, Roger, and Roger's daughter, is Business Network International. So it is a group of local businesses that all get together once a week. They share referrals. They share ideas. and they help within the community. It's been a huge help for my wife's business. I go as a fill-in because if somebody's missing, you have to have somebody to go and fill in for you so that you're not missing at the meeting. And I usually fill in. So I get free plugs for my business, and it's already made me more sales and got me a couple of contracts for restaurants. So BNI is it's a network group. It's a network group of independent business owners. So that's what BNI is. Somebody asked greenwood versus drywood. So green I sell for $325 a cord. Dry I sell for $400. And if they don't like my prices, they can go buy firewood somewhere else. It's okay. I am busy right now. I raised my prices $25 a cord. I was $300 and $375, and when I raised my prices, I got busier. It had the opposite effect that I was hoping for. So, what are you gonna do? It's a bad problem to have. I got water in this one. I think I need to hydrate after today. And I'm getting ready to crack into something really good tomorrow morning. Bourbon aged maple syrup. Cannon's Ridge. I look forward to this very much. It's going in my coffee. Higher price means better wood. It may to a point, or it may mean that I'm too busy and I'm trying to slow them down. So it's just one of those things. Yep, yeah, that's about right, Uncle V. That would be right in line with us. So you guys' prices are about the same. I use a lot of maple syrup. I like it in my coffee. Yes, Amber's business is 207 Wellness. They're on School Street in Veazey. Her and her business partner have started a business that has grown much, much, much faster and much, much, much bigger than I ever could have anticipated. And I am just absolutely thrilled for her and her business partner that they've had that success. They've worked very hard to get there. Uncle V, you're kind of in the same boat as us. We have a few people that sell a small amount of dry wood every year. The rest of everybody else sells green. There is no such thing as dry firewood up here in Maine. And most of the time, if they tell you it's dry or seasoned, you better pay attention because, I don't know. Have a good night, Robert Cox. Appreciate you. Oh, yeah, Tim and Sarah's syrup. That's good stuff. I use that too. I'm going to blow my nose, so I'm going to turn away from the camera here. You can play the Jeopardy music if you want, Brandon. A little sawdust in there from the sawmill. Lots of people have heard about it, Roger. They've grown and gotten big quick. So thank you very much, Brandon. Appreciate that. Don't knock it until you try it. I'll tell you right now, Rob, a little maple syrup in your coffee is just what the doctor ordered. And I think this bourbon aged stuff right here, I think that's going to be good. Looking forward to it. Wise Choice said he sold 12 gallons of bourbon syrup in 3 weeks. I believe it, because I had some bourbon syrup before this one, and I'll tell you right now, it was awesome. Absolutely awesome. Yeah, Atkins says, every year there's 60 different people trying to sell firewood. First cold snap, get down to maybe 8 ads left. There you go. Outside in the 804, have a good night. I appreciate you stopping by. We'll see you next time. It's really cool. Maple syrup is something that I wish I had time for. My firewood business has grown to the point that hobbies and things like that, I don't have the time for them anymore. Firewood is becoming all consuming, especially with everything else that we've got going on. I'm really, really looking forward to the release of some of this other stuff that I've been working on, because I think that it's going to really draw some attention, and it's really going to show people how I think about firewood a little bit differently than everybody else. It's been a work and a project that's taken a long time, so Night, Tom. Go get those deliveries, brother. Michigan Man Firewood, have a good night. Appreciate you. 8 deliveries tomorrow. Ooh, boy. Go get them, Tom. Steve Fogg says, best time of the year. Leaves are changing, and as we are starting to have small fireplace fires at night, nothing burns better than Russ's firewood. Got a load earlier this spring. Well, I appreciate that very much, Steve. We keep lots of families in the area warm, and we're traveling further and further, it seems. If they want to pay the delivery, we'll travel within a reasonable distance, but we appreciate your business, Steve. That's for sure. It's something I love. I mean, I had people ask, why we weren't running the processor. 1, it's rented. 2, Gramp's way ahead of us. And 3, I like the physical aspect of firewood. The other day, after Kevin went home, I went and split a cord in half and tossed it on by hand because I didn't have the the conveyor put together yet. I just tossed it on the trailer. I do not mind firewood. I really, really enjoy firewood. Firewood for me, it's calming. It's my therapy. It's my time to just sit and think. And I'm always thinking about ways to do things a little bit different. I don't necessarily implement them instantly into my wood yard. We are busy. I've got to stay with what I know works. If we're going to do something, I do it in very small incremental changes. I don't make huge changes because huge changes can really disrupt the apple cart, and I don't want to have to pick it all up. So it's it's one of those deals. And now that I have Facebook to tell me all the things that I'm doing wrong and how I should do it differently so that I can do it right, I should be able to pick up at least 50% more production. I don't see any reason why I shouldn't. So, Vic, how you doing? Are you done washing the dishes yet, brother? Every time you come on, you're usually washing the dishes. I hope those are done. Don't want to have mama mad. Yeah, the leaves are changing fast up here. Very, very fast. Josh and Janice said they went to New Hampshire and the leaves are turning. I was taking a ride earlier today out to Dave's in Greenfield. He's only about a half hour from me, but it's a little higher elevation. The leaves are changing fast, very, very fast. And I think because it's so dry, I don't think we're going to have a huge foliage season. I think it's going to disappear pretty quick. So it'll be interesting to see how that works and how that does. Oh yeah, I can absolutely. And the thing is I could go and critique anybody else's firewood business or firewood operation just like they could come and critique mine because we all do things a little bit differently. But at the end of the day, the one thing that you need to look at, no matter how you're doing firewood, no matter which way you're going about it, is are you making money? That's it. Because if you're not making money, you've got a really expensive hobby. And if that's all you want as a hobby, that's fine. But you've really got to look at, am I making money? And if you're not, how can I make money? And that's one of the things that I've always wanted to do is I've always wanted to teach a small class on a small scale firewood business. I consider myself small scale. I'm not big. There are guys much, much bigger than I am. But it's possible for just like what I do to make a living selling firewood. It's possible. The hobbyists are fine, Rob, but even as a hobbyist, I wanted to absolutely make sure that I was making some money. I didn't want to just go out and spend my time. So it's those things right there where I just take the time to look at it and do what we need to make a positive difference and a positive impact. I don't ever want to make somebody slow down. I don't ever want to make somebody have something that's harder for them. So it's really, really cool to be able to go to somebody and say, hey, look, I see what you're doing, but if we do it this way, what would it change? So that's really cool. We'll see. So maybe someday I will have a firewood business starter pack, maybe. where it kind of details what you need to know about starting a business to make sure that you have everything covered, all your bases, your equipment, your insurance, your operating costs, your wood costs, and you can just go to work and start making money. Because it's really cool to make some money doing this, especially if it's something that you enjoy. If you can make money doing something you enjoy, that's awesome. If you can make a living doing something that you enjoy, that's even better. So, yep, Robert says the leaves are in full color where he is right now in Maine. So that's probably 3 to 4 weeks ahead of schedule, if not a little bit more. So fall's going to come quick. Hopefully that does not mean that winter comes quick too. So yeah, 372, Brandon, is, for what it is, it's not a heavy saw, but it's an average weight saw that will do felling and limbing to a very good extent. It does take some work. Mike wants to know if it comes with a load of logs and all wood, and Craig wants to know if it comes with a Kevin. As far as a Kevin goes, if you have somebody that wants to help you and that does a good job helping you, use them right, treat them fair, and let them know that you appreciate their help. It makes all the difference in the world. An appreciated person will always do more than is expected. If you don't appreciate them and it's just, yeah, whatever, yeah, great, fine, you're not going to get a whole lot out of them. But if you always say that you appreciate their help and you always let them know that you appreciate their help, I'll tell you right now, it pays dividends. That's something I learned in my previous career. I would never ask somebody to do something that I wouldn't do myself. And it's still true to this day. I won't ask you to do something I wouldn't do myself. I might ask you to do something that I can't do myself, but that's a whole different story. 2171 is the same thing as a 372, Brandon. Just a red 372. Same thing. Wise Joyce, have a good night. Appreciate you. Yep, it is hard to get good helpers these days, Uncle V. That's for sure. Good help is extremely, extremely hard to find. 100%. 100%. It's one of the things that I struggled with when we were bigger and we had the processor before and we were doing tree work and everything else. Help is one of the hardest things to find, and it's the easiest thing to really cripple your business too. So, Mike, if you want a 70cc saw, maybe you should go to Saw Supplier and get a 564. 50cc weight, 64cc saw that supposedly cuts like a 70cc. Light and powerful. That's what I'm hearing. So I can't wait till Gramp gets his so we can see just what he thinks of it and if it'll hold up to him. Josh wants an 881 just so he can say he can have one. I carried an 881, and I got to tell you, I have no desire to have one. It's just, nah, I'm good. Roger likes his 562. The 562s are a nice light peppy saw. Those work pretty good. Oh, he's got a CS680 in his cart. CS680 is a good saw for sure. And Josh just put Willey 10. That's the discount code for saw suppliers. So if you guys are looking for chainsaws and you want to get a deal, put in Willey 10 in the coupon code at checkout. You'll get 10% off plus free shipping. And I can almost 100% guarantee you that you will not find a better deal anywhere else. And yes, Brandon says do Willey, not Willys. 562 is a electronic carb now, auto tune. So not a regular carved saw. The only carved saw that you can buy in a 60cc size right now is the Echo 620. That's it. Everything else, electronic carbs. So unless you go older. I don't want to be cutting trees that big, Brandon. I'm all set with that. The 564 is fuel injected, and with my discount code, just under $1,000 shipped to your door. So should be a peppy little saw. Like I said, can't wait to get Gramp one so that we can see if it'll hold up. I don't know if it will or not, but we're going to give it a try. And we'll see how it goes. But I've sat for too long. I don't think my ibuprofen's working, so I may go dig out the heating pad instead. And I'm going to go see if I can rest my old sore body because I overdid it today. We'll have a video out tomorrow morning, sawmilling and doing all that stuff. So we'll have a video for that. We also have a new tool that we try out in that video. Got sent something else from China. And I got to tell you, much like the Vivor, I'm very impressed. So, yeah, there you go. And Robert says he's got somebody that would stack for him. Well, there you go. That's awesome. That's always a good thing to have. Yeah, I'm feeling old right now, Brandon. I know you're older than I am. I might make it to you someday, but holy smokes, I gotta. Anybody that's older than me, I don't know how you guys do it because right now I'm pooped. But we will see you guys all on the next one. Have a good one, and I appreciate every one of you guys. We'll see you all a little bit. Every day goes a long way. Help someone if you can, especially if they can't get up out of their chair. See you guys.